Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset. We're going to whip over to West Tennessee. Going to talk to my good friend, the head coach of the Memphis Whitehaven Tigers, head coach Rodney Saulsberry. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Doing fine. How you doing, Stuart?
I'm doing pretty good. Well, the news kind of came down that you guys, the city has said that they're not going to let you all play. Can you kind of pick it up from there and kind of tell us where you think you are and is that a definite there is no football this year for you all, or can you give me a little hint on what you're working on or where you're at?
Well, we're still working out with the guys, and what we're doing now is we're just focusing on hosting our own camp. We're going to host our own camp in October. The first week of October, we're going to host our own camp as a way to highlight our seniors and all of our guys and give them opportunity to perform in a camp-like setting and be able to send it off to colleges and possibly get exposure that way. So just getting the word out and letting all the coaches know that Division II, Division III, NAIA level, they can actually come out to schools and visit. So let's try to communicate with them to get them to come out to the school to see the guys in person. And then we're going to film everything and upload it on Huddle to make sure we can get it out to all the Division I schools, the FBS and FCS schools, so they can see the guys perform. And just not playing is tough for the seniors, and especially those kids that were senior evaluation kids, that this year was going to be their year to really shine on the field. They may have been backed up, so not got enough playing time, or maybe had an injury in their junior season. So we're just trying to work some things to help you get these kids exposure.
When you talk about a camp, are you talking about a full contact, full contact? Or?
No, it won't be full contact. It'll just be all, position drills, things of that nature. And we'll have some competitive drills, things, just with all our team. Obviously with all the protocols we got in place, we're not going to be having anyone else that's going to be involved. It's going to be our guys, because we've already had our guys screened, and we do all our COVID screening every day. So we're going to work out. And again, I wish we could do equipment, and hopefully they let us do that later on, and we might do a little scrimmage within the team. But right now it's just going to be a camp as if they were going to a college camp.
Well, it just seems like to me, Coach, and maybe I'm ignorant, but, if they have taken this thing away, that it would be a way you could work with the TSSAA and somehow just say, well, if we do, if you all were to practice 3 or 4 weeks or somehow a little bit before and do some type of all-star game. I'm talking about because you got to be careful with that, because doesn't that penalize you for other – Sonny kind of got it. You got to be careful with that all-star game type situation with the TSSAA, because I wouldn't want to penalize a senior to be, and he's got like basketball or maybe track and field, or maybe he's a baseball star. You know what I'm saying? There's some situations.
Yeah.
You've got
that's one thing. We can't. It can't be a non-sanctioned event. They can't put in a non-sanctioned activity and still be eligible for other sports. So,
right.
I'll have to make sure that if we do things under our own roof, we'll be fine. And again, we'll be fine. So,
well,
we're concerned on the TWA end because I'm not trying to do anything.
No. But by no means.
No.
By no means. I was just, what I'm trying to poke and prod at the system, and not to be poking and prodding.
Yeah, to see what we can do. Yeah, to see what's
exactly.
possible.
You're getting my drift, Coach. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to violate anything. All I'm saying is what envelopes. Okay, if we can't do this, then you tell me what we can do in order to get these kids involved, because I don't want them and it's going to be, I'm sure there's a lot of colleges that know that you've got some great talent sitting right there. You're just not being able to get them into a game situation where they can be evaluated. And you and I know that game film situation is so important.
It is.
And I'm curious. Well, then I'd hate to ask a stupid question. Let's say that they have this all-star game out in, East Tennessee or whatever, or, so let's say someone has an East-West Toyota all-star game or one of those things. Would your kids still be eligible even though they did not play in the regular season? Do you know that?
Well, yeah. Well, right now, I don't think they're doing the East-West All-Star game. They're going to actually do a combine.
Okay.
A combine or a camp as opposed to doing the All-Star game.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is kids will be eligible to perform in that.
Okay.
So we have to submit. You can have up to 4 players on your team to submit for that. So I just picked 4 of my top guys that don't already have any deals or any commitments or anything. And hopefully they can go out there and earn them a scholarship, earn some money that way. So we've already got that information sent in to TACA, and so we're just waiting right now to see what we're going to be able to do, because it's going to be tough to have any All-Star games and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Under these conditions.
So is is the word final that there will be no fall sports? I mean, I saw the video myself from the director of schools of Memphis Higher Learning. I mean, you think
as it stands right now? Yeah, as it stands right there. As it stands right now, there is no.
Okay, and do you know what that major decision was? Like, and I'm not trying to poke at it, but what the major was? It because of the high rate already in the Memphis area of positive cases?
Say it one more time. More time.
Was his decision based on the high rate of positive COVID tests already in the schools at Memphis at the present time?
Yes, it's just the numbers still haven't.
Okay.
Haven't settled here. Again, obviously, we're in a more highly populated area.
Yes, sir.
And he just didn't feel comfortable. Again, we have one of the largest school districts in the country, let alone the state of Tennessee. So with so many students, he just didn't feel comfortable trying to navigate that, because that's the biggest thing. And we're going to school virtually, and he just couldn't see how we not being in school, but we're still playing football.
I understand.
Come to grips with that.
Well, and he's got to have a certain line of discipline, because the scholastic does come first. I mean, we're not going to high school just to play football. I mean, or run or for a sport. But anyway, well, Coach, we will talk soon. I mean, I'll keep staying with you. Because something could happen. You never know. I mean, and all you need is a check off and get 4, 5, 6 days into practice, and you start competing, and you could be just like Metro. I mean, I guess you heard Metro kicked in, and Nashville schools are going to start playing. So, what was for Stewart's Creek, they had already chalked up a win against a Cane Ridge. Now Cane Ridge is back in.
Yeah, so that's why I've talked to some of the Nashville coaches, and they saw fit where they were going to let them play, which is, again, they were in the same boat as us just not too long ago.
Yep.
But so I just wish everybody to be able to get it done safely. That's all. That's my biggest hope. Unfortunately, we're not playing, but I understand why we're not playing, so I'm not disputing that or even conflicting with that. But just hoping that everyone can get to play safely and everything is okay.
Coach Rodney Saulsberry, I hope to talk to you soon. I sure hope you get your kids back on the field. Until then, stay safe.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.